there will be some answers, you have to answer it. And in writing part, you have some questions there. When you feel that, get the questions, after reading carefully, then you have to answer these questions. Listening part. The listening part is very important because you have to understand the voices of the speakers. The speaker will speak in a perfect way. He or she will speak in a perfect way. And as your mother tongue is Bengali, so it's very difficult to understand when some English speaker will speak. And this listening part, I have also completed my IELTS exam and I have got very poor mark in listening part. For that I have got 5.5. Otherwise I will get 6 in that. Then writing. And for writing, what you have to know? You have to know the languages, the grammars. And language, you cannot read language in a one day. You have to practice, practice and practice. After practicing, after reading, after memorizing all these things, then you will get the clear idea of the grammar or language. Here I have a short note on COVID-19 as a report. I discussed earlier about how to write a report. How to write a report in your honors second year compulsory English syllabus. A report. So here I have a sample COVID-19 report for you. You will take it and you will photocopy it. I have one, I will give it to you. You have to photocopy it. Coronavirus disease, COVID-19, in an infectious disease caused by SARS COVID-2 virus. Most people infected with the virus will experience mild to moderate. Listen carefully. You have to tell me what I read. Coronavirus COVID-19 is an infectious disease caused by the COVID-2 virus. Most people infected with the virus will experience mild to moderate respiratory illness and recover without requiring special treatment. However, some will become seriously ill. You have to concentrate on the pronunciation. How will I pronounce each of the words? Because you have to also read this. I will take an exam and listening also, and speaking and writing and the pronunciation of yours. However, some will become seriously ill and require medical attention. Older people and those with underlying medical conditions like cardiovascular disease, diabetes, chronic respiratory disease, or cancer are more likely to develop serious illness. Anyone can get sick with COVID-19 and become seriously ill or die at any age. The best way to prevent and slow down transmission is to be well informed about the disease and how the virus spreads. Protect yourself and others from infection by staying at least 1 meter apart from others. Wearing a properly fitted mask and washing your hands or using an alcohol-based rub frequently. Vaccinated when it's your turn and follow local guidance. The virus can spread from an infected person's mouth or nose in a small liquid. These practices range from larger respiratory droplets to smaller aerosols. It is important to practice respiratory etiquette, for example, by coughing into a flexed elbow, and to stay home and safe isolate until you recover if you feel unwell. That was an example that I have given you. I will give you today. For an example, you have to practice how to write a report on that. In any topics, I will give you the several topics. The several topics I will show you. I will give you. You have to practice. You have to write. You can photocopy it. You did not return it to me. Then we will have you will have a passes there. And these passes will contain 24 marks. I discussed in the earlier class. But I think some of the students are absent in that class. Some of the students are absent in the class. For that I am discussing it again, that you have to answer passes. You have to read the passes carefully. The passes carefully, and after that you have to write the answers. What answers will be there? When you will read the passes, there will be 2 questions. There will be 2 questions. You have to write the 2 questions in your own language. In your own language. Do not copy any sentences from the passes. You have to write your own language. Suppose I will practice here. Model question 11. Model question 11. What is education? It is much more than the knowledge we find in books. Did I discuss it earlier? What is education? No. Did I discuss these classes in the earlier class? Yes, what is education? Okay. Then I will discuss the passage number 10. Money cannot buy happiness. Money is a must for our life. Money cannot buy happiness. Money is a must for our life. But it is not the thing that necessarily brings our happiness. Money is not the such important thing that will bring our happiness. Happiness is absolutely a psychological thing. Psychological, mental, psychological. It's a feeling, happiness. It is the name of a feeling. It means the contentment of mind. It's the fulfillment of satisfaction of anyone's mind. Happiness. He who satisfied with that, he gets and content with his life, are really happy. Who feels that I'm happy? Whether he or she is don't have any more money, don't have any wealth, but he or she has happiness. If you have much money, then you will have got more troubles. You will have so many factories, so many lands, so many labors, and for that you will have tension in your mind. You have money, but you will not get the happiness. Happiness is a different thing. It's a psychological thing. You can't be happy whether you will starve, whether you don't have any money. Happiness cannot be purchased with money. You can buy everything by money. Only happiness you cannot buy. Only friendship you cannot buy. Only faithfulness you cannot buy. These are the mental things. These are the feelings. These are the satisfaction of anyone's mind. These are the feelings of anyone's stability of mind, anyone's honesty, anyone's faithfulness, that I have to be faithful to her or to him or to them. No doubt money has got something to do with happiness, but it cannot give us happiness. So we see that the richest men of our society are not the happiest men. The richest men of our society are not the happiest men, because the richest men have so many $5 million, $6 million loan in the bank. How can he sleep flawlessly in a night? He will feel, how will I repay my loan? How will I get back from these burdens? And a farmer, he or she don't have any tension because he has no land. When he will get up early in the morning, he will go to the field, he will work, and in the evening he will get money. He will get his money from his owner. He has no tension, nothing. They lead, the happiest men, they lead a life burdened with cares and anxieties and pass sleepless nights that I speak earlier. The sleepless nights they spend. On the other hand, there is a large number of poor men who are happy and enjoy a sound sleep. Large number of poor men, because most of the people are poor. They don't have wealth, don't have land. They are hand-to-hand working person. The man who is honest and virtuous. Do you know virtuous? Honesty. That is, the synonym can be used as virtuous. Though not rich, does not suffer from the anguish of the soul. Anguish. Pain and anguish. There is a difference. Pain, you will feel pain when you get hurt here. When you cut down your hand, that will be pain. But anguish, it's in the heart. You will feel anguish in your heart. The man who is honest, his conscience does not torment him. Torture. You will get several meanings from a word, synonym. Torment, torture, the synonym can be. Hence, money cannot ensure happiness. So, money cannot ensure happiness. It is only moral and spiritual development that gives us happiness. It's only moral and spiritual development. Spiritual, you have to keep faith in your religion. That is spiritual. If you believe in your religion, whatever your religion may be, Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Buddha, and the morality, honesty, that is. You will have 2 questions from here, and you have to answer these questions with your own languages. Do not copy any word, do not copy any sentence from this passage. Then you will not get the full marks, because how does the writer define happiness? Here is a question. How does the writer define happiness? What gives man happiness? You have to answer these questions. Then you will have another question. What is main idea and what are the supporting ideas? What is main idea? Can you tell me, after listening this passage, what will be the main idea?
Happiness is the main idea.
You come here. What is the main idea of the passage?
Happiness is the main idea of the passage.
Are you sure? Happiness is the main idea?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And the supporting ideas? Can you give an example of any supporting ideas? 2 or 3? Yes.
Happiness is a psychological matter.
Next. Okay, thank you. You have given one. Who are? You? Can you give any other supporting ideas?
Money cannot buy happiness, but it used to buy goods naturally. We use money for.
Okay, thank you. And you? Can you give?
Money cannot ensure us happiness and sound sleep. And the poor have not much money. Poor who have not much money, they are the happiest person in
Because they don't have any burdens in their life. Okay, thank you. Then you have, you have to answer 4 questions, and one is what is main idea. Main idea you cannot write 1 or 2 sentences. Use 1 or 2 sentences, and supporting idea you can write 3 sentences about the supporting idea. Then you will write down the meaning of the following words in English and make your own sentences with them. There will be some words. Suppose you are necessarily, absolutely, contentment, lead, anxiety, virtuous, anguish. So can you give any example of anguish, synonym? Can you tell any example of anxiety, synonym? Anxiety. We use the word several times. We are in. When our exams comes near to us, we are in tension. Then another sentence, another synonym can be tension. Okay, thank you. So you have to write down the words in English. Do not use any Bengali words in English, and then give it as example, a sentence with your own words. Then you will have what is the key word in the last sentence of the passage. What is the key word in the last sentence of the passage? Here, the last sentence of the passage is, it is only moral and spiritual development that gives us happiness. Last sentence of this passage. So what will be the keyword in the last sentence. Keyword. Key means main word here. What is the keyword in the last sentence of the passage? And then how does it help you to understand the meaning of the sentence? So try to find out the keyword in the last sentence of the passage. Keyword, main word. Without this word, the sentence will be incomplete. Who can answer? Muntasira, can you tell?
Happiness.
Okay. Then you have to write down the next answer. How does it help you understand the meaning of this sentence? Are you sure? Happiness? Okay. Then write down the next question's answer. How does it help you understand the meaning of this sentence? Okay, this is your home task. Do not take anyone's help. Do not go to any other teacher. You have to do it with your own. The whole night you will think. 2 days you will have. After 2 days, in the next class, you have to tell me what will be the answer of this question. How does it help you understand the meaning of the following sentence? You have to do it with your own. Do not take anyone's help. If you take anyone's help, you will not learn English. You will not be able to learn English. Okay. Then the next question you will have to write the summary of the passage. The summary. You will have 4 marks there. The summary of the passage. And how will you write the summary? Summary, that means the main theme, a gist, like a gist. Like a gist, you have to write down with your own sentence. Do not use any sentence from this passage. You have to write your own sentence. It also will be your own task. Then you will have 2 home tasks. You have to answer these 2 home tasks in the next class. And now another thing you will have the right form of verbs that I discussed earlier. The right form of verbs. The right form of verbs is a part of language, procedure, grammar, procedure. There are so many rules. If you think that I will memorize 20 or 70 rules and I will be able to answer all the questions, no, it's not possible. You will learn each day, each moment. From each single part, you will learn. You have to practice, practice and practice. Like the science students are here, from botany, I think, and biology. Like the mathematics, the rules of mathematics, it's the same. You have to practice and practice. You have to practice the tenses, the sequences. If I tell you, how can you define present continuous tense? What will be your answer? Present, how can you define? In English, do not use any Bengali. In English, how can you define what is present continuous tense? Muntasira? What is present continuous tense? Yeah.
Present continuous tense has a defined structure. First, this sentence will have a subject, then it will have
it is the structure. It is the structure that a present continuous tense will have a subject. After that, auxiliary verb and is are. Then you have to put ing in the main verb and then complement or object. But I have asked you, how can you understand that this sentence is present continuous tense?
If some sentence expresses that some work is happening that now,
At this moment, we do not know the starting time and we do not know when the work will be finished. And that is present continuous tense. Yes, thank you. And if I ask you, what is present perfect tense? Can anyone tell me in English?
Just finish.
You have to stand up, then you have to speak a full sentence. What is present perfect tense? First tell me the structure of present perfect tense. The structure.
First, it has the subject and then
It Has a
auxiliary verb has,
have or has. Then
then past participle form of verb, and then is
you have to keep silence in your mobile when you will be in classroom. Yeah?
plus object.
Object. Okay. Then how can we understand that it is present perfect tense?
The sentence means just finish the work.
A work has finished just now.
Just now.
Just
ম্যাডাম
now.
আসি ভাইটি আসি কে বল বলছে
Madam,
হ্যালো
listen to me.
Rumi, sorry,
Listen to me. You have to take permission. Madam, can I go outside? May I go outside? Okay, go. Go. Do not use mobile phone in your classroom. Or if you have mobile phone with you, you have to keep it silent mode. I think you do not have anything urgent call that you have to receive in your classroom. Okay? For next class, you do not use mobile phone in your classroom. Okay. Do you have any question? Sit down. I have spoken about present perfect tense, present continuous tense. I have read passages and I have told so many things. Do you have any questions? If you don't have any questions, it seems that you did not understand anything. Because if you understood anything, then you will have questions. Ask me questions. In each class, you have to ask questions. And you have to get answer also from your teacher. And to ask question, you have to read. When you will read, after that you will get questions. You will be able to ask questions. So, and English is an international language. Wherever you go, you need to speak in English, write in English, use in English, understand in English. So, I hope you will present in the next class along with your books, along with the mobile phone, but keep it in silence mode. And if do not speak in Bengali in the class, try to speak in English. It will develop your speaking capability. It will develop your speaking capability. It will develop your writing capability and listening capability also. You have to read newspaper. You can read Daily Star, New Nation, so many newspapers we have in Bangladesh. You have to, any question? You have to read English newspapers. You have to watch the English news in the TV. You have to watch all the English programs that channel you have at your home. It will increase your vocabulary. It will increase your listening capability, speaking capability. And in the next class, we'll discuss about punctuation along with the right form of verbs. So have a look on punctuation at your home, have a look on right form of verbs at your home. Then we'll discuss in the next class. Thank you so much. See you in the next class. Homework I have given